Hello, welcome to or welcome back to the channel. Oh my goodness. I have been so offline in February that it pains me. I hate missing this many uploads. I hate being just so offline in general. I really like the internet, crazy. And there's something about the ambitious start to a new year where you're like, I'm gonna do everything I've ever wanted to do. I'm gonna post on the Instagram. I'm gonna read so many things. I'm gonna post all the videos that I've been sitting on. Where? Who? Not me. I always get so ambitious at the beginning of February, not considering how busy my work is gonna get and how it's a shorter month. We're working on it. We've got improvements for next year, all right? But anywho, hello everybody. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. I hope you are doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm so excited to plan a TBR. I'm so excited to read so many things. I truly thought February was gonna be a really big kickoff to the year of reading so many books, and that's not really what happened, which is okay. I just had to change a lot of plans, but I'm hoping March is going to be the month. March is going to be the month that I have a little reading comeback and I go a little bit wild with my reading, okay? That's the plan. But I'm so excited to share my TBR with you because one, we have a new TBR game, everybody. Oh! And also Realmathon is happening, and I feel like Realmathon kicking off the year of readathons. Yes, Winterween did happen in January, but that has a different feel to it. This is the first big readathon that I'm a participant in that has the community aspect where there's a Discord and there's gonna be so many reading sprints, and it feels a lot more community based, and I feel like we have been really missing on readathons lately. I know end of year content usually happens, and so a lot of readathons kind of slow down towards winter because we've got other things going on and Goodreads Choice Awards comes out and that's often priority. I'm just happy to be back in readathon season, guys. We have this month, which is Realmathon, and then next month Aurelium will be back, and then we've got hopefully Escape the Readathon coming back. There's just so many things. I love the community. I love readathons. So anywho, hard launching a new TBR game, everybody. I have been playing my villainous inspired TBR game Biblius for I want to say 2 to 3 years. It's been a while, and as much as I love the game, I also wanted a new TBR game, one, to just freshen it up because I was feeling like it was getting a bit stale and I was getting a little bit bored with the repetitive action of it. And also, it was complicated for people, which is totally fine. So I've created a new game based off an actual board game because that's my favorite way to do things. But I wanted to make something that's a little bit simpler, a little bit easier to follow, that's not quite so overwhelming to watch, even though people still liked it, which I appreciate. But this one's a lot simpler. So this is Prompts End. It's so big. This is inspired by the board game Wits End, which is a trivia-based game. Pretty difficult, might I add. It's a hard game. The questions hard, but we would usually play in teams and we'd have a lot of fun with it. So it's a very simple structure. Basically, there are rings around the board that you can move on to. Each icon represents a different type of prompt. There's 5 prompts on one card, and each prompt has a different icon. So there's prompts, there's tropes, there's aesthetics, there's tarot cards, and then there's social media prompts. So they're kind of done into subgenres. I will eventually, hopefully by next month, be a little bit more professional and I'll have the cards printed out, but I kind of slacked on that. So unfortunately, we will be having just pictures of them for now, and I'll do a random number generator to figure out which card to go with since I can't randomly shuffle and pull. So that's the gist of it. On top of the 5 prompt icons, there are also 3 additional icons. There's a plain black square, which means it's a punishment. There is I think it's the white spots, which is a reward. And then there's a different spot that I'll remember eventually that is specifically for challenges, and those are on a separate card as well. If I have the right amount of numbers to land on a punishment, I have to. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 punishments on the entire board. I think there's 1 on each ring. So basically, I have to land on a punishment if I get there. So hopefully the dice will be super nice to me. I get to decide how many pulls we do. Basically, the objective is to get from this outer purple layer into the prompt's end. If I get into this bank at any point during this game, I get to buy a book. That's the rule. Basically, in wit's end, you're answering trivia. If you answer on one of the arrows, you can go up. If not, you keep going around until you're able to descend up. And then basically to win, you have to answer a certain question to get into the middle. But in this case, I just have to read the books and I ascend up. I do think that the only like game-based rule that I need to figure out still is if I don't complete the TBR, but one of the prompts ascended me to the next row, if I don't read that book, I don't think I get to ascend. I think I have to go back down. So I think that's going to be the rule. I think if that happens, I have to add an additional roll. There's a very slim chance that I'm going to get into the center anytime soon. So it's kind of just like a ring around of just pulling prompts. So I think 5 is a pretty solid number. That's what I did for Biblius. 5 feels achievable with my reading. Not to mention, I'm going to try to read a ridiculous amount of books in March. So 5 should be doable. And it'll hold me accountable. But I do think that's going to be the rule, that 5 will be the amount we roll for. But if I don't complete the TBR, that adds an additional roll. If I have to descend because I don't complete the book that helped me get higher up, that's another punishment. I'll have to add another roll. Okay, my camera died on me, which means my rules need to come to an end. So now we're going to just begin the rolling segment of it. We're going to start. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to just start on like a corner space because there's no like real starting point. Roll number 1. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I gotta go. So our first roll landed on a sun spot, which means that it's going to be a social media prompt. All right, and I randomly generated card number 40. Oh, this can be so hard, which is a Pinterest scroll. I didn't think this through because I've not been using Pinterest as much as I used to. I remember a little while ago, I would scroll Pinterest and I would save book covers that intrigued me that I wanted to look into later. I haven't been doing that in a hot minute. So right now my Pinterest is mostly like D&D character art. So I don't think I'm going to just be able to scroll and find a book, which is incredibly unhelpful to this entire prompt, like the purpose of me doing this. So I have a TBR spread. And in theory, like, yeah, I could just scroll this and then decide on what sounds good. But I feel like that's kind of cheating. So if you go to the bottom of your Pinterest board, there is a button that you can find more ideas for this board. So that's what I'm going to do. And we're going to see how this goes. Oh, goodness me. The first book is My Throat, an Open Grave. Oh, I've seen a different cover for this. Is that going to be the one? See, here's the hard part is normally I'm supposed to just like scroll and like a book or two will pop up and then I can like try to find it. But this is just like too many options. I can't make a decision. Okay, so I am intrigued by My Throat, an Open Grave. So maybe that will be one. I feel like we could just go first one. Ooh. Or we could go Your Blood, My Bones. There's just so many. These covers are all so pretty. And I will, just if everyone's curious, I can't make Pinterest a perfect platform, but if you go to your settings, there is a way to turn off AI for all of the different categories. It's not perfect, but it is significantly better than most social media platforms that I found, and it has significantly increased my productivity and enjoyment of Pinterest altogether. So if you're a Pinterest user, but you're sick of the AI slop, you can kind of turn some of it off. I think, selfishly, because I actually have this edition of Your Blood, My Bones, I think we're gonna go with this one. I'm so excited. Could I tell you where this book was? No. Yes. This is actually a wonderful little sneak peek into an upcoming vlog. I also have this author's not debut. That's not what debut means. I have an arc of this author's spring release, which is, I guess, a book one in a duology about vampires, and I'm very excited. Tell me why it's not gonna get archived until April 7th, and yet my NetGalley app is telling me I have 4 days to read it, so that's a little stressful, but first book on the TBR. I don't know what this is about, but I do know that the first 3 books that Kelly Andrews wrote are all in the same universe and take place in the same calendar year, which intrigues me a lot. So, first book, let's go. And then we've got roll number 2. Oh, and I get to descend. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, is this too easy? Oh, wait. Okay, so the next one that we landed on, again, we're ascending into the next ring, which is not supposed to be this easy. So I don't know what to do about that. I guess if we make it to the center, like, that's crazy on me. Woohoo. Anywho, the potion icon is the representation for a challenge, which is stressful and exciting all at the same time. So let me number generate card 71. So the challenge for this is have a cozy reading night. Oh my god. That's so lucky. Some of these challenges are brutal and some of them are very fun. I will probably list in the description like a general gist of the rules if you're curious or if I'm bad at explaining them to help out. But I will also leave my reading prompts list of the prompts for these cards. So if you're making your own TBR game or if you want to play a version of this, you'll find that on a Google Drive in the description below. Have a cozy reading night. There's no book involved in this, so that still means we have 4 more rolls, but I'm very excited to just like kick my feet up, have a little nice reading weekend. Oh my god. That would be so fun because realmathon, hosted by Covers with Cassidy, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. Covers with Cassidy is hosting the, I think, 4th or 5th year of realmathon, and every year there is the Peace Talks. There's the Peace Gala. There's a 48-hour readathon where all the teams are just trying to read as much as they can. Typically you want to read like novellas and stuff because you get bonus points, but this will be the perfect time to have a cozy reading night. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. All right. Roll 3 for book 2, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. So remember when I said I haven't like printed out all my cards and stuff? Well, I also forgot that I was supposed to have like a TBR jar. So I don't know what to do about that because like that was like a dumb on me. That was like an oopsie daisies. What do? I don't think I have any in here. Basically, I asked you guys a while ago when I unboxed this what I should do with it. If I should put like prompts in it or my TBR. And people were like, you should put your TBR in it. And I said, that's a genius idea. So I was making little candies to put in here. I don't know if these actually have any writing on them though, which is so unhelpful. This one? Oh, this one has writing. Let's see what this one is. No, I'm not reading that right now. I'll die. If this video is not an attest to how scattered my brain has been lately, I don't know what to tell you. This has been pretty accurate to my day-to-day life. It's been so much. Anywho, okay, what I'm gonna do. I should have a spreadsheet of every book that I own in this house. I have not updated it of the books that I've unhauled though, so we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But basically, I'm working slowly on gathering data on all the books in my house. What the book is, where I got it, how much it was, what year I had it, blah, 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 but also like normal information like novel, graphic novel, genres, things of that sort, so that I can, you know, use this data to help randomize my TBR in the future. Anywho, let's just randomize another number. My goodness, Samantha. And hope that I haven't read the book. I have. We don't need to talk about the number. That's a secret for me. It says that I have 946, which I don't think is fully accurate. Again, I have unhauled some books, but that's too much. Anyways, generate 227. Let's go. And I randomly pulled a book I haven't read. This is Lakewood by Megan Giddings. I feel like this book and another book I often get confused. Is this the one that got turned into a movie? No. So this one's like about science horror. The other one that I'm thinking of is the one where the people like go out into the woods, but it's like not what it all seems to be, and it got turned into a movie. I don't know why. I think there's like similarities to the covers that make me think that they're similar, but I have heard quite good things about this book. I just haven't picked it up yet. So now I'm excited. God, I'm obsessed with this cover. I'm really excited to pick this up though and see how I feel. This was nowhere close to being on my radar for a recent read, but a startling debut about class and race. Lakewood evokes a terrifying world of medical experimentation. Oh, part The Handmaid's Tale, part The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. How interesting. If memory serves me, which it's not always good, Henrietta Lacks was the woman who like helped so much with the advancement of medical science, and her DNA had been used for many, many years without her family's permission, without compensating her or her family. Like, she is like the reason we've known so much about a specific type of, I want to say like a cancer or something of the sort. I don't remember exactly, but if that's the lady, I know there's a nonfiction on it that I might pick up and maybe tandem read, as if my TBR is not big enough, but that's a potential. Roll number 4, book 3. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Girl. So we could either pull a tarot card or have a reading prompt. Let's pull a tarot card. How fun. This is my beautiful, gorgeous deck. I love her so much. I'm not really a big tarot person, to be honest. Like, I think that they're pretty. And I love the Night Circus so much that I had to get the deck. But I don't really, like, get tarot. Even though I kind of look like at this stage, I look like I should be into tarot. Trying to shuffle the best that I can. Ugh. A card jumped out at me that usually is a sign that it's what you should be looking at now. Don't read me to filth when I pull this card and like be like, well, Sam, that's what this card means and this is what it means for you. We pulled the Knight of Cups. I love these artworks so much. This is just truly one of my favorite decks of all time. Okay, for this we have A Magical Secondary World. Pretty easy. That could be just about any fantasy ever. It's been nice having so little thinking about what books I want to pick, and now I have to like make those decisions again. Okay, Secondary Fantasy World. Magical Secondary World. What do I want to read? I'm sure you can see, there are so many stacks of books behind me. It's getting a little out of hand. It's okay though. A book that I know I'm going to be reading, one, because my audiobook will be due in like 14 days. Two, it has a school setting, which I should mention. I'm going to be on Team Mages. Can you tell I'm out of practice? I'm going to be on Team Mages for realmathon. It's one of the smaller teams. And our bonus prompts are foiled cover and school settings, which I really wanted to read The Raven Scholar in February. I didn't have time to get to it. So it's going to happen. But totally different book. A Rather Vengeful Accord. Oh my god, an Eldritch horror fantasy sports competition drama with academic themes. What are you doing? I'm so excited. I'm pretty sure though that this is going to be set in a secondary world, so it'll fit this prompt, as well as get me bonus points for realmathon and my team. So this one, definitely. I'm so excited for this. Like, the second I unboxed this, I knew 5-star prediction. Like, this could be one of the best books that I read. So I will keep you up to date, probably in a wrap up of how I feel about this, unless it fits into one of my video plans. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it. And then our next roll. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I feel like we've gotta, so we can go in. This is crazy. The next roll that we landed on was another social media pick and ascending again. I feel like I've made this too easy. Fable Scout is going to pick what I read. I haven't done this before. I've seen a few people do it in like their reading vlogs, and I was like, that's a great idea. I stole it to do as a prompt. So we're gonna try it. I don't know if it's AI. I know Fable has used AI in the past. They're trying to do better. I'm not sure where I land with Fable, but I know that like their book club system is one of the best out there. So I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm doing my best. I'm trying to use it, but it's not my favorite platform. Again, they don't have a desktop setting, which bothers me a lot because I use my computer to track my reading most of the time. So anywho, okay, upon a little bit of research, one, Fable was using AI, which I already knew for their wrap-ups and how it was getting a little racist and not good, and they seem to have fixed that issue, and I think it's something you can opt out of. But they were also using Scout recommendations, similar to like a Snapchat AI function, a ChatGPT asking what you should be reading. They got rid of that function because of the backlash. Good. So instead, I was looking on the app to see like what else I could replace this with, and there was an option to take like a quiz. You could basically give them a genre, like what emotion you're trying to get out of your book, the pacing of it, and then it gives you recommendations. So I did that, and I got this book recommendation, which I have had on my radar before. Cold the Night, Fast the Wolves. I don't really know what it's about, but it says it's going to be fast, adventurous, and suspenseful fantasy. I was trying to kind of lean it towards horror more, but I was hoping for maybe like a mix of fantasy horror, and it didn't quite give me that. I have been reading a lot of fantasy, especially romantasy lately, so I'm trying to bring in some more horror into my reading. That's not exactly what happened, but that is okay. I will take it. And hopefully our final roll. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. And then our final roll, our final book for this month is a book with an ugly cover. I don't know. Let me look at my page bound, see if any of these are ugly. No. I guess, oh, do I do this to myself? We're making a lot of questionable decisions with this TBR, it seems. Let me look at the Fisherman. Do I think this cover is ugly? You guys tell me. I don't think it's necessarily an ugly cover, but I don't think it's a good cover. I think the colors are a little bit muddled. Obviously, you can tell what it is, but it's not like a cover that really speaks to me. And it is The Fisherman by John Langan. This is the March Literally Dead book club pick that Kayla has chosen. I know so very little about this, except for like it's horror, and I think it's a backlist. In upstate New York, the woods around Woodstock, Dutchman's Creek flows out of the Ashokan Reservoir, steep-banked, fast-moving, and it offers the promise of fine fishing and of something more. A possibility too fantastic to be true. When Abe and Dan, two widowers, have found solace in each other's company and a shared passion for fishing, hear rumors of the creek and what might be found there, the remedy to both their losses, they dismiss it as just another fish story. Soon, though, the men find themselves drawn to a tale as deep and old as the reservoir, a tale of dark pacts, of long-buried secrets, and of a mysterious figure known as Dare Fisher, the fisherman. It's not really, like, the pick for me. It's not something that I would go out of my way to, like, read, but Kayla has decided this is to be the pick, and I don't like this cover very much. So, I guess that's gonna be the one. Oh, no. But that is all of the books. Oh my goodness. We got 3 books off of my physical TBR and then 2 books that I'm reading for a book club and also just one that was like lightly on my radar. I already had plans to read these 2, this one and the other 2 that I didn't have. Well, I guess The Fisherman I also was planning to read even if I'm not that stoked about it. But 3 out of 5 planning to already have read is a pretty good deal. I liked the randomization of this TBR while still having some control. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this TBR game. I hope that you guys are enjoying it. Please let me know if you think, like, what do you think so far? Feedback, I would love some. I can't believe that we already got into the, like, last pink ring, because, like, once that happens, like, I get into the end, I can buy a book, which feels too soon, feels unwarranted. Hopefully I finish this TBR and I don't have to go back a whole bunch, but, well, maybe I shouldn't have gone up as much. Maybe I should have just circled around a little bit more, but we're learning. It's overall, it's a fun time. It's a lot more simple, and I enjoy overall this game. So anyways, that's it for me. I don't think that I have any other housekeeping to take care of. You know my book club situation. You know what readathon I'm participating in. You know what the TBR is. So that's kind of the gist of this video. Oh my goodness. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope that you like this new board game and that it's a little bit nicer to watch and to be a part of. Thank you guys again for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. We are gonna go. She's driving me crazy. So we're gonna go eat some lunch and I'll see you guys in my next video, hopefully on Sunday. Oh my gosh, I hope it's on Sunday. I will see you then. Goodbye, guys.